Hello guys, we are here in Berlin at the second Superbooth as a standalone exhibition. So far the Superbooth was part of the Musikmesse, but now it's the second time that's a separate event. I'm Doepfer of Doepfer Musik Electronic, and I'm happy to the Analogue Zone guys that they visit us, and thank you for coming. I want to show you some of our new modules which we will present here. One of the important modules I think is the Quad VCO. It's nothing but 4 VCOs behind one front panel, which can be used as a very fat monophonic VCO, but it can be used also for polyphonic applications. What you see here is the Quad VCO connected to a prototype of our polyphonic CV gate interface. The CV gate interface is connected to a small MIDI keyboard which you see over there, and this interface generates 4 CV and 4 gate signals which are used for a small polyphonic patch which I have prepared for you. It's nothing special, it's just a polyphonic patch made just with modules, so nothing digital in there, no digital sound generation, everything is full polyphonic. The VCOs go to 4 VCFs, the 4 VCFs are processed by 4 VCAs, and everything is controlled by 4 ADSRs. That's just the polyphonic patch we have here to show the Quad VCO and the polyphonic interface. Another new module which we have here, which can be used also for polyphonic applications, but at the moment it's not a patch, is an Octal voltage control switch. Nothing but 8 voltage control switches. Each switch has available input, output, and the common out input, and a manual control as well as a CV control. Each of the switches can be used as a master for others as well, or individual, and it can be programmed very easily. In this patch I use the first switch as a master of the next 3 switches, but you can also change it very easily by changing the master-slave assignment. If I change it like that, now they are individual switches, they don't have to do with each other. In addition, each switch can be programmed between gate and toggle. So you see the first one toggles whenever I operate the button, it toggles. I can also program it for gate. Now it works different. Whenever I press the button, it's on, and now it's off again. So you can program each of the switches between toggle and gating, and you can make combinations with master and slave switches. For example, it can be used in the polyphonic example to switch between low pass and high pass of the 4 filters simultaneously, just an example. And we have a few other news here. Many customers asked if it would not be possible to have a small kind of a keyboard available within the modular system. The idea is when you have an analog sequence running, you may want to transpose it, and so far you always need an external MIDI keyboard and a MIDI to CV interface to transpose the sequence. That's why we built a very small keyboard as a module, and it can be used to transpose the sequence like a normal keyboard. The idea is not to play on the keyboard like a normal keyboard, but to use it to transpose an analog sequence within the system without the need of an external keyboard and MIDI to CV interface. In addition, the unit generates also gate and trigger signals. For example, we have the white keys work as in the toggle mode. Whenever you press it, it changes the state of the output, and the black ones are used like normal gates. So if you press it, it turns on. If you release it, it turns off again. So it can be used not only for CV generation to transpose sequences, but also, for example, for start, stop, or triggering whatever you want. What else is new? We have here a small mixer. It's also a simple but very useful tool. It's nothing but a mixer with 4 inputs, with level controls and a panning control. You have 2 outputs and 4 inputs, and each output can be routed to each output with panning and level. Yes, and below here you see our voltage controlled performance mixer modules. Each of the mixer modules has 4 inputs with level, panorama and aux, and it cannot be controlled only manually, but has also available CV inputs, where you can, for example, use an LFO or any other voltage source to control each of the parameters. So you have 16 inputs to control level, panorama, aux, or also the mute via external control voltages. And what you see also here is the new cases. This is the low-cost version of the Monster bass, and over there you see the low-cost version of the 9-unit Monster case. Yeah, I think these are the most important news, and thank you for watching Analogue Show.